Alexander Isak transfer truth is slowly emerging, and Liverpool are watching very, very closely. This isn't just transfer gossip. This is about Newcastle's most dangerous weapon, Liverpool's biggest potential target, and the Premier League clash on Monday night that could change the conversation around both clubs for the rest of the season. But here's the question I want you to think about as you watch this video until the very end. Could Alexander Isak be Liverpool's next superstar signing? Or is this just another transfer saga designed to unsettle Newcastle United? Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll see why this fixture isn't just Liverpool versus Newcastle. It's about futures, about power, and about Liverpool's next big move in the transfer market. And before we dive in, smash that like button if you love Liverpool content, subscribe to Anfield Vibes so you never miss a story, and drop your opinion in the comments. Should Liverpool break the bank for Alexander Isak, yes or no? Scene setting, the blood red column. This week's blood red column from the Liverpool Echo has set the stage perfectly. Paul Gorst, who many of you know as Liverpool's dedicated correspondent, has been covering the Reds for 5 seasons. He's been there at Anfield, at away grounds, and even during pre-season tours, giving us the inside track. And in his latest piece, Gorst looks ahead to Liverpool's trip to Newcastle United on Monday night. But this isn't just about 3 points in the Premier League. This is about a game played under the shadow of Alexander Isak's long-term future. Yes, the player who celebrated scoring against Liverpool at St. James's Park last season is once again at the center of attention. Only this time, it's not just about what he does on the pitch. It's about what might happen off it now. Anyone who's been on X, formerly Twitter, this week, will have seen the headlines and the hype. To some fans, it feels like Arne Slot and his Liverpool team are walking straight into a lion's den. And let's be honest, St. James's Park on a Monday night? It doesn't get more hostile than that. The noise, the passion, the black and white, wall of support. And then, in the middle of it all, Alexander Isak, Newcastle's silent assassin, ready to strike again. But here's the twist. Liverpool aren't just preparing to stop Isak on the pitch. They're quietly evaluating whether he could be their next marquee signing. Let's talk about Isak himself for a moment. At just 24 years old, he's already proving himself as one of the most complete strikers in the Premier League. Tall, quick, technically gifted, and ice-cold in front of goal. He's the kind of player defenders hate to face. Unpredictable, powerful, and with a knack for scoring when it matters most. Last season, he scored crucial goals that propelled Newcastle into Europe. And every time he steps onto the pitch, against a top side, he doesn't just play, he performs. Against Liverpool, against Arsenal, against Manchester United, he shows up, and that's exactly why Liverpool are paying attention. Because let's be honest, Darwin Núñez is exciting, but inconsistent. Cody Gakpo has shown flashes but hasn't nailed down the central role. Diogo Jota is brilliant when fit, but he's often sidelined. And Mo Salah? Well, Salah is still Salah, but he won't be here forever. So what's next for Liverpool? That's where Isak enters the conversation. Question for you, Reds watching right now. If you had the choice, would you rather Liverpool go for a proven Premier League striker like Isak or gamble on a younger, untested forward from abroad? Drop your answers below because this debate is heating up. Now let's switch perspectives. For Newcastle United, this situation is complicated. On one hand, they've got a striker who could lead their attack for years. On the other, every time he shines, his price tag rises, and the interest from clubs like Liverpool grows stronger. And here's the financial reality. Newcastle might be ambitious, but they're not immune to the pressures of financial fair play. They can't spend endlessly like Manchester City. Selling a player like Isak for huge money would ease a lot of those pressures, but imagine the message it sends if they sell him, especially to a Premier League rival like Liverpool. It says, we're still not ready to play at the very top table. So the question is, how long can Newcastle resist? Here's where things get even more intriguing. Arne Slot has come into Liverpool with a clear mission: to refresh the squad, to build on what Klopp left, and to prepare for the next era. We already know the midfield has been rebuilt with players like Szoboszlai and McAllister. The defense is being reshaped too, but the attack? That's still the area with the most question marks. Imagine this front line. Luis Díaz on the left, Alexander Isak through the middle, Mohamed Salah, or his successor, on the right. That is a forward line that can win titles. That's a forward line that can go toe-to-toe with City. And here's the thing. Liverpool don't chase players lightly. If they're well aware of Isak, as reports suggest, then you can bet the scouting, the analysis, and the conversations are already happening behind the scenes. But here's the big twist you don't want to miss. Monday night's game could be the audition. Liverpool will see Isak up close. Slot will analyze him, the staff will take notes, and the fans will watch every move. If Isak delivers, if he scores, if he dominates, the pressure on Liverpool to make a move could skyrocket. So stick around, because later in this video, I'll reveal why this game might be the turning point in Liverpool's long-term transfer strategy. The Paul Gorst factor. Let's not forget the source of all this. Paul Gorst. Now, Gorst isn't some random reporter looking for clicks. He's respected, he's connected, and he's cautious with what he puts out. For him to raise the Isak issue ahead of this clash means there's something real here. He's been covering Liverpool since 2016. He's seen managers come and go, he's spoken to the people behind the scenes, and when he talks, Liverpool fans listen. So when Gorst hints that Liverpool are aware of Newcastle's weapon, it's not idle chatter. It's a sign that this story isn't going away anytime soon. And what about the fans? Liverpool supporters are split. Some are desperate for Isak, seeing him as the perfect blend of talent and experience. Others worry about the price tag. Newcastle would want well over 100 million, maybe even closer to 120 million. Meanwhile, Newcastle fans are understandably furious at the idea. For them, Isak isn't just a player. He's a symbol of their ambition, their progress, their future. Losing him would feel like a step backward. But here's where it gets fascinating. Could Liverpool's interest actually unsettle Newcastle before Monday's game? Think about it. Rumors swirling, fans talking, media coverage growing, all while Eddie Howe tries to prepare his team for one of the toughest fixtures of their season. Could this noise around Isak actually play into Liverpool's hands on the pitch? Let's zoom in on the match itself. Liverpool travel to St. James's Park, knowing it's never an easy place to go. The atmosphere will be electric, the stakes will be high, and Newcastle will want revenge after last season's painful defeat to Liverpool at home. And standing in the middle of it all, Alexander Isak. For him, this isn't just another game. This is a stage, a chance to prove once again that he belongs at the very top, whether that's at Newcastle or at a club like Liverpool. The bigger picture now. Let's take a step back. In football, transfer truths don't come out all at once. They emerge slowly, piece by piece. A comment here, a headline there, a performance that makes everyone sit up and take notice. Right now, we're seeing those pieces come together. Liverpool's need for a forward, Newcastle's reliance on Isak, journalists hinting at awareness, a huge fixture that puts him in the spotlight. The picture isn't complete yet, but it's becoming clearer by the day. So now it's over to you. Would you want Liverpool to sign Alexander Isak? Is he the perfect replacement for Salah in the future, or just too expensive? And do you think Newcastle can actually hold on to him long-term? Drop your answers in the comments below, because I'll be replying to as many as I can. And don't forget, hit like if you enjoyed this deep dive. Subscribe to Anfield Vibes for more breaking